खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना। माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Sach mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर, हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना। माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Sach mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर, हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना। माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Sach mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर, हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत, जो हर पल को खास करे। खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत, जो हर पल को खास करे। खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. सच में, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत, जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. सच में, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत, जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा, खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा, खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा, खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा। ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत, जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद,
Hello.
Good evening. Welcome you all to our today's 14th edition of the Sunfeast Farmlite Health and Lifestyle Quiz. We have started this quiz in 2007 and it has grown over the years, and this is the 14th edition. First of all, thank you Sunfeast for supporting us over all these years. And we are organizing this quiz now with the doctors, nurses, paramedical staffs, medical college students. Basically, we are organizing this quiz with you all as a tribute to your services to the society. We have with our quiz masters Dr. Shobhadra Chakraborty and Dr. Partho Sharathi Ghatok. I now request the quiz masters to take the quiz forward, and thank you all the best.
Thank you, Sharbani. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 14th edition of the Sunfeast Farmlite Health and Lifestyle Quiz. This is a quiz for the healthcare providers, by the healthcare providers, and of course of the healthcare providers. To paraphrase someone, can we have the slides, please? First of all, I would like to thank all the participants and the audience for taking time out on a busy Friday evening. We have several leading practitioners of the city amongst us. I'd be always grateful to you. Rather, myself and Partho would be always grateful to you. Yeah. This is the thing I am always afraid of. Yeah. My hand-eye coordination is nowhere near Virendra Sehwag's or okay. That first of all, an event of this scale could not have taken place without the help of our sponsors. We thank our title sponsors, Sunfeast Farmlite, the platinum sponsors, Juventus, gold sponsors, State Bank of India and Senco, prize being sponsored by Chairman, and we are supported by the AMRI group of hospitals, IQ City, Manipal Hospitals, Mercy Hospital, Narayan Memorial Hospital, Peerless Hospital, Ruby General Hospital, CESC, Calcutta Tea Traders Association, and Indorama. Prelims. Yeah. We are 20 minutes past 5. We intended to start at 5. So everyone has got a piece of paper, and please switch off the mobile if possible. If you can't switch off, at least have it in the do not disturb mode. We don't want any jarring bolero or anything playing in between the quiz. And one cardinal rule of quizzing, Sergey Brin and Larry Page, we keep thanking them for throughout the day, but for the course of next half an hour, we would like you, request you and order you not to use Google. We have our guards planted amongst you. So any hanky-panky thing, if we note, that team will be summarily ejected out of the quiz. Let us do it in the spirit of the game. There's not much at stake. Okay, the rules are, there are 20 questions as usual. Please attempt all. There are no negatives. The top 6 teams will qualify for the finals. We have certain start questions which has more weightage. It will be marked in the slides itself, but you can mark it in the answer script also. Question number 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Basically multiples of 2. Okay, now how to break the tie if suppose both teams end up with 7 out of 20 and have 3 start questions correctly answered. Then we go for something called the sudden death. That is the team which has the longest streak of correct answers from the start will qualify. So if team A has the first wrong answer at question number 3 and team B has the first wrong answer at question number 7, then team B will qualify. And very important, prelim score to be used to break ties in finals. All this has been done to make the work of the quiz masters easy. Okay, so 21 minutes past 5 o'clock. We are going to start the prelims of the 14th Sunfeast Farmlite Health and Lifestyle Quiz, brought to you by Bengal Chamber of Commerce at the prestigious Williamson Major Hall. First question, starting off with an easy one. Celebrating resilience and healing hands was the theme of the National Doctors' Day in India in 2023. That is July 1st, 2023. We celebrated, the theme was Celebrating Resilience and Healing Hands. What recent activity of healthcare professionals did it commemorate? Think very basic and think very easy. And think what happened over the last few years. It's not a start question, so think very basic. Celebrating resilience and healing hands. If all have answered, we'll move on to question number 2. Okay. This is the first start question. Where in microbiology do we use the Kinnean method or the cold method. So there's a hot method. You have to tell where in microbiology we use the Kinnean method. That was question 2, Kinnean method. Question 3. While the word doctor is derived from the Latin word docere, meaning of teacher, which word of everyday use is derived from the Latin for physician? The word drug is derived from drogue, that is herbs, French. Dossier, from that we get doctor. So a doctor is actually a teacher. So what word is derived from the Latin for physician? The root word means physician in Latin, word of common usage. That was question number 3. If all have answered, we'll move on to question number 4. Okay. Selimiye barracks, the Turkish Selimiye Kislasi, is also known as Kutari barracks. It's a Turkish army barracks located in the Üsküdar district on the Asian side of Istanbul, Turkey. It was originally built in 1800s by Sultan Selim III for the soldiers of the newly established Nizami Sedid, literally new order, within the framework of the Ottoman military reform efforts. Today it serves as the headquarters of the First Army of Turkish Land Forces. So how did the Selimiye barracks become relevant to this quiz in the mid-19th century? Yeah, you have to explain in a few words, few key words. How did the Selimiye barracks become relevant to this quiz in the mid-19th century? Basically, I am looking for a proper noun and some explanation. This one is a start question. Question number 4. We move to question number 5 now. Okay. Eggs are a highly varied group of small seeded grasses widely grown around. Okay. Someone has to take care of that. We don't intend to end the meeting right here. Eggs are a highly varied group of small seeded grasses widely grown around the world for fodder and human food. Most species belong to the tribe Panaceae. 2023 has been dedicated to these nutritionally dense seeds by the UN on India's base. Identify X. And moms the word. Small seeded grasses, X. Question 6, my personal favorite question. Start 1. René Goupil was a French-Canadian layman and missionary who became the first martyr in the North America of the Christian denominations. He was born in 1608 in France and joined the Jesuits in 1640. He was sent to Canada, then called New France, as a missionary, and he worked among the Huron people for several years. In 1642, he was killed by a Huron warrior while attempting to administer the sacrament of baptism to a sick Huron. He used tobacco to help ease the pain of surgery among the Huron people, and he was also known to have used it as a pain reliever during the administration of the sacrament of baptism. So how has he been immortalized in the history of medicine? So basically René Goupil is known as something. So how has he been immortalized in the history of medicine? He was a French-Canadian Jesuit brother who died amongst the Huron people in 1642. He used tobacco to help ease the pain of surgery among the Huron people and was also known to have used it as a pain reliever during the administration of the sacrament of baptism. How has he been immortalized in the history of medicine? A claim to fame. Basically, I need again 2 or 3 keywords. 2 or 3 keywords. If everyone wants a hint, I can say that think of the certain older quiz masters like Neil O'Brien and people who quizzed at the Dalhousie Institute. You will get the drift I am trying to take you in. Question 7. Which hard, painless lesion literally means little ulcer in Old French? Hard, painless lesion literally means little ulcer in Old French. We rarely see them these days, but they still add on our textbooks. Question 8, again a start question. According to Stephen D. Levitt and Stephen J. Dubner in their book Freakonomics, they talk about a brand X. X, for instance, was invented in the 19th century as a powerful surgical antiseptic. It was later sold in distilled form as both a floor cleaner and a cure for gonorrhea. Pretty diverse ranges. But it wasn't a runaway success until the 1920s, when it was pitched as a solution for chronic halitosis, a then obscure medical term for bad breath. So which famous brand are we talking about? Start question. Started off as a surgical antiseptic, later used as a floor cleaner and a cure for gonorrhea, became a hit in the 1920s when it was used as a solution for chronic halitosis. From Freakonomics. Question 9. Okay. This one is a short and sweet one. We know of BP instruments, sphygmomanometers. However, which instrument has a BP handle? Which instrument has a BP handle? Question 10, my last question of the prelims. After that, I will hand over the mic to my co-quiz master, Dr. Partho Sarathy Ghatak. Sound type. We'll listen to a hit song from the 90s.
Duffley.
इसे क्या हुआ और दोस्तों इसे क्या हुआ इसे क्या हुआ दोस्तों इसे क्या हुआ इसका तो बच गया बाजा ये क्या हुआ अरे भाई क्या हुआ सर्दी खांसी ना मलेरिया हुआ सर्दी खांसी ना मलेरिया हुआ ये गया यारो इसको
Laveria hua basically. Sorry you missed that part. Anyway, just name the movie. No, we'll have a run through of the questions. So now I invite Partho to carry on the quiz forward.
Thank you, Shobhadra, and good evening, everyone. Let us quickly go on to question number 11. Okay. So, Meet the Most Brilliant Couple in Town was the title for the Vogue USA article from May 2016, referring to Sarah Z and X. Marriage of true minds is rare enough, but it's rarer still when they come from opposite ends of the earth. Sarah Z was born in Boston, X in New Delhi a year later. Sarah, a 2003 MacArthur Fellow, is an internationally admired artist who is redefining sculpture. Her intricate and sometimes very large structures are made from simple everyday materials. X is a Pulitzer Prize winner from 2010, featured in the Time 100 list of most influential people. X writes for the New Yorker and is a columnist for the New York Times, and is a Padma Shri awardee from 2014. So identify X, obviously, if he is a part of this quiz. So we'll have to do, he has something to do with the health field. The husband of Sarah Z, and touted as the most brilliant couple in town by Vogue USA in 2016. Think of Pulitzer people winners in this field, born in New Delhi. There will not be many people in that, on that list. Going to question 12. So star marked question. So which health related brand owned by Unilever outside of USA and Canada was named for the fact that when it was first introduced in 1915, it contained a digestive enzyme produced by the gastric chief cells of the stomach lining? So go back to first year physiology. What digestive enzyme is produced there and work from there? It's a very, very big brand. And popular in India as well. Moving on to question 13. Okay. So hot air balloons were inducted big time into the French war effort during the Franco-Prussian War of the 19th century, particularly during the Siege of Paris in 1870-71. It was used for mail delivery, citizen evacuation, and several other functions, including as dash dash. 2 words, first word 3 letters, second word 9 letters. This was the first documented use of the dash dash, same 2 words, and is supposed to have saved the life of more than 160 French soldiers. Dash dash are now ubiquitous in both military operations as well as in civilian operations in many countries. Fill in the blanks. So exact those 2 words needed, no alternates will be acceptable. 3 and 9. 3 letters, 9 letters. This is also the first documented use of the word, or the term rather. Moving to question 14. Also star marked question. So Jagdish Chaturvedi is a physician who is also popular as a stand-up comic. So this bit he is doing several small roasts of diseases. You speak 10 to 15 seconds about each disease. So I have just cut out one of them. So this, you can call it a condition. So I don't want to go into the technical nomenclature. It's a well enough known word. So what is he talking about here? It's a short 10-second clip. So watch carefully.
Normally it is like choli ke piche ka kuk 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 kuk, and it becomes कोयल से तेरी बोली का kuk kuk kuk.
I'll play that once again.
Normally it is like choli ke piche ka kuk 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 kuk, and it becomes koral si teri boli ka kuk kuk kuk.
So normally it's choli ke piche ka kuk 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 kuk, then it's doing kuku kuku. So what is he talking about? Single word answer? Huh? No, not too technical. Everybody will have heard of it. That's a broad term that I need. Star mark question. Going to question 15 now. Okay. So this word XY for a group of structure comes thus. So XY, suppose the word is misunderstood. So X is the first part of the word that is miss, and Y is understood. Like so, I've broken the word like that. So X, the first part of the word, is derived from the Old English word meaning the hollow or bend of the knee, from a Germanic base where it meant crooked. It gained the meaning of the leg of an animal around the 15th century. So now we know the word is more in the sense of the leg of the animals, but originally it meant the bend of the knee, and that is where the word X is derived. Y simply refers to the physical shape of the contributing entities making up XY. Which vulnerable structure am I talking about? Vulnerable is the clue. Okay, so it is a word which is made up of two parts. So suppose if the word is misunderstood, X is the first part and Y is the second part. So the derivations of the two parts are given there. And it's a vulnerable structure. It's a structure found in humans and other animals. Moving to question 16. Okay. So So in a case of life imitating art, in 2017, the Asterix comics, Asterix and the Chariot Race, where Asterix and Obelix compete in a chariot race organized by Senator Caesar in Italy. One of the chief rivals was a masked villainous character, Dash. 11 words. Okay, 11 letters, sorry. A chariot racer who was always wearing a full-faced golden helmet to conceal his face. Dash is widely considered one of the greatest racers in the world, a darling of the local fans with a reputation of stopping at nothing to win. His real name is Testosterone, and he has a royal sidekick called Bacillus. So his sidekick is Bacillus. Identify this masked villain whose namesake wouldn't quite be a darling of the people a few years later from 2017, I mean. So, this is the character. And this is also the character, people are shouting his name, they won't quite be cheering for him a few years later. 11 letters in the name, okay. So how Asterix names are stylized? They often join two words as a single word. So okay, so these 11 letters we can also divide into two words, but they use it as a single word. So before the world became aware of the word, this was there already in 2017. Don't go by testosterone, that can be misleading, okay. Bacillus might be a better clue. No, I need the exact name. And that's yeah, it's 11 letters. That's the name everybody knows. That's a star marked question as well. Going to question 17. Okay. So what is supposedly the common cause of death of the following people? So Zeuxis, a 5th century BC Greek painter, is said to have died looking at the way in which he painted the golden Aphrodite after the old woman who commissioned it insisted on modeling for the portrait. Chrysippus is a 3rd century BC Greek Stoic philosopher who died after he saw a donkey eating his fermented figs. He was much amused and told a slave to give the donkey undiluted wine to wash them down, and died after witnessing the results. In 1410, King Martin of Aragon died while talking to his favorite court jester. In 1660, Thomas Urquhart, the Scottish aristocrat, polymath, and the first translator of Rabelais' writings in English, is said to have died upon hearing that Charles II had taken the throne. So, these is all maybe a myth or stories, but supposedly what is the common cause of death of the following people. So, see those situations. Somebody saw a donkey eating his fermented pigs and drinking wine, or probably odd person who wanted to model for Aphrodite. So then what kind of reaction can be there, and that is said to have caused their death. One single keyword and absolutely nothing technical. Absolutely nothing technical, okay? What could be the reaction to these kind of things, and supposedly that caused their deaths? Question 18. Okay. So which video game genre, single word, a subset within the action video games, includes Unreal World, Oxygen not included, This War of Mine, Days, Subnautica, and the Black Death, which takes place in the plague-ridden 14th century Europe? So it's a subgenre of video games, of action video games. You can see what kind of games they are. Oxygen is not included. Days. I will also give another clue. Even Minecraft is considered a game of this subgenre. Yeah, single word. It's a very popular video game genre. Think of what the purpose or the mission in these kind of games could be. Where there's no oxygen, there's Black Death. And that is the genre. Again, only one answer acceptable. Okay. So, Carisoprodol is a real prescription drug marketed for musculoskeletal pain. Its trade name is shared with a plant-based drink used in rituals in the early Vedic period, as well as a dystopian novel's fictional drug, with all the advantages of Christianity and alcohol and none of their defects. That is how the drug was described in the dystopian novel. So what is this shared name? Well known to Lenina and many others in the world state. It's a famous, if you're asked of one dystopian novel, you might name this. And it's quite well known that this was referred to in that novel, so just name this. It's very well known in, I think, Indian mythology. Short name. And going to the last question of the quiz, of the prelims, also a star mark question. So Lucy Wills was an English hematologist and physician researcher. She conducted seminal work in India in the late 1920s and early 1930s on macrocytic anemia of pregnancy. Her observations led to a discovery of the nutritional factor in yeast, which both prevents and cures this disorder. The factor was then called Wills factor, later identified to be folate. While experimenting with this treatment first on rats and then on pregnant women in Mumbai, Wills used the savory food item dash, invented in the late 19th century, as a source of the yeast extract, as it both came naturally to her British mind and was the cheapest source then available to her. So it's a very British thing, this thing. And yeast extract is one of its primary ingredients, I think. And so it's a food item, but I've also said it's invented. So think of it's a food item, but it was also a thing, something which was invented. So it's that kind of thing. Single word answer. What? Indian woman was fed that, and the macrocytic anemia was cured. So now, of course, we have other sources. So that's the prelims. We will do a quick run through from the back. Okay, so so this is question 20. I'll stay here for 10 more seconds. Question 19. The video game genre. How did they all die? In a very everyday, non-technical, non-medical word. Name of this character, 11 letters, but basically 2 words joined together. This group of structures, 15. Sorry? Can you please come up and see? It's a very well-known structure, a vulnerable structure. Okay. This was what was he describing in this roast? What were hot air balloons used as? -- 39. What is this health-related brand? And who is the husband of Sarah Z, part of the most brilliant couple in town according to Vogue? Okay, now Shobhadru will run through question 10 to 1. Thank you.
That one. We are not going to play the video clip again, just Laveria Hua, from which movie of the 90s it was taken, the song. Start question. We know of BP instruments, however, which instrument has a BP handle? Question number 9. Question 8 was a start question according to Stephen De Levitt and Stephen J. Dubner in their book Freakonomics. X was invented as a powerful surgical antiseptic. It was then sold as a floor cleaner and a cure for gonorrhea. It became a success in the 20s when it was used against chronic halitosis. So identify X. Question 7. Which hard, painless lesion literally means little ulcer in Old French? Question 6, a start question. René Goupil was a French Jesuit brother in the Canada in around 1640s. He got killed himself in 1642. He administered tobacco to ease the pain of surgery among the Huron people and used it as a pain reliever. So how has he been immortalized in the history of medicine? X are a highly varied group of small seeded grasses widely grown around the world for fodder and human food. They belong to the tribe Panisi. 2023, UN has dedicated the year to them at India's behest. Question number 5. Question 4, a start question once again. Selimiye Barracks in Istanbul, Turkey. It was built in 1800s by Sultan Selim III. Now serves as the headquarters of the first army of Turkish land forces. So how did the Selimiye Barracks become relevant to this quiz in the mid-19th century? Question 3, while the word doctor is derived from dossier meaning a teacher, which word is derived from the Latin for physician? Fairly commonplace word. Question 2, a start question, where in microbiology do we use the Kinnean method or the cold method? We have a hot method, we have a cold method. Cold method is known as the Kinnean method. So, and question 1, celebrating resilience and healing hands was the theme of the National Doctors' Day in India in 2023. What recent activity of healthcare professionals did it commemorate? So that was questions 20 to 1. And now, in about 5 seconds, we will be taking the answer papers. Okay, one disclaimer I would like to give that in spite of our repeated requests and orders, if we find evidence of any cheating, both the teams will be summarily, or both or as many teams who we think might have indulged in something hanky-panky will be summarily ejected out from the quiz. Similar mistakes will point to people cooperating amongst each other. Okay, so I hand over the mic now to Shorvani.
I request the volunteers to please collect the answer sheets. The Bengal Chamber team members to please collect the answer sheets.
We'll give the answers shortly, after some time, not right now.
खुल जा ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम खुल जा दरवाजा खुल जा चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड सोना खरीदो बेचो या रिडीम करो कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंट डाउनलोड माई
We won't be taking any more.
Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding always ready to catch her
Now, you go and enjoy. ওরা চাটা খেয়ে নি আমরা কারেকশনটা করে নি ইয়া তাহলে সময়টা ইউজ হবে all the participants please proceed forward and have your tea which is laid down outside. We'll meet after say 20 minutes and have the answers, and also the 6 lucky participants who have qualified for the finals. We are not accepting any more answer scripts.
ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों
একটু ভালো হয় এই যে এইটা ভালো।
কোভিড ফাইটার,
এটা কি লিখে দেখ হ্যান্ডস্ট্রাস। কি হ্যান্ডস্ট্রাস?
আপনি বলে দিন,
আপনি বলে দিন একটু মাথা
লিখেছে। হ্যাঁ আমার
বলে মাথা মোটা।
একটা শুধু ওই দে, তুই সব মিলাচ্ছিস কেন এখন? এখন একটা মিলিয়ে নে। কোনটা সেকেন্ডেরটা বলবি?
টিবি ভেসেলাই অ্যাসিড ভেসেলাই।
না পিসিআর টেকনিক না, এএফবি থাকলে অ্যাসিড ফাস্ট ভ্যাসিলাইন থাকলে অথবা টিবি ভ্যাসিলাইন বা টিউবারকুলোসিস ভ্যাসিলাইন থাকলে, টিবি কথাটা থাকলে বা টিউবারকুলোসিস থাকলে ওটা এই চারটে
ভ্যাসিলাই বললো না ভ্যাসিলাই আরে ভাই আমরা কি আর ইয়েস স্টুডেন্ট এটা বেশ ভালো লিখেছে যে লিখেছে না নিশ্চয়ই আমি দেখিয়ে নাও একবার আপনাকে একটা দেখিয়ে নাও প্রত্যেকটা হয়ে যাবে যে কোনো একটা শীট ঠিক করে নে লিখে রাখ
खुल जा ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम खुल जा दरवाजा खुल जा चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड सोना खरीदो बेचो या रिडीम करो कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे
हर वक्त जो मौजूद हर उलझन सुलझाए इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम खुल जा दरवाजा खुल जा चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड सोना खरीदो बेचो या रिडीम करो कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे
हर
banker to every Indian.
खुल जा ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम खुल जा दरवाजा खुल जा चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड सोना खरीदो बेचो या रिडीम करो कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे,
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम खुल जा दरवाजा खुल जा चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड सोना खरीदो बेचो या रिडीम करो कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे,
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम खुल जा दरवाजा खुल जा चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड सोना खरीदो बेचो या रिडीम करो कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Sach mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो मौजूद हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Sach mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो मौजूद हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Sach mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो मौजूद हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Sach mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Sach mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन, खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशी खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद हर उलझन सुलझाए इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम खुल जा दरवाजा खुल जा चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड सोना खरीदो बेचो या रिडीम करो कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद हर उलझन सुलझाए इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम खुल जा दरवाजा खुल जा चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड सोना खरीदो बेचो या रिडीम करो कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद हर उलझन सुलझाए इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो
SBI, banker to every Indian.
ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे, खुशियों से भरे जीवन, मन में विश्वास भरे।
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद, हर उलझन सुलझाए, इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए।
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो, हम साथ हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहो।
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा, ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजी गोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद हर उलझन सुलझाए इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम खुल जा दरवाजा खुल जा चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड सोना खरीदो बेचो या रिडीम करो कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद हर उलझन सुलझाए इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो
SBI, banker to every Indian.
खुल जा ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम खुल जा दरवाजा खुल जा चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड सोना खरीदो बेचो या रिडीम करो कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है लेकिन
आपके बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना वो हमारा काम है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
कुछ रिश्तों में है ताकत जो हर पल को खास करे खुशियों से भरे जीवन मन में विश्वास भरे
हर वक्त जो हो मौजूद हर उलझन सुलझाए इन रिश्तों की सच्चाई दिल में बस जाए
शब्दों के बिना भी समझे जो हर बात है आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो हम साथ हैं आगे बढ़ते रहो
SBI, banker to every Indian.
ओपन ओपन खुल जा डिमसम, खुल जा दरवाजा, खुल जा खुल जा। चाहिए सोना तो इतना हैसल क्यों लेना? माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप फ्रॉम सेंको गोल्ड एंड डायमंड। सोना खरीदो, बेचो या रिडीम करो, कभी भी कहीं भी इंस्टेंटली। डाउनलोड माई डिजिगोल्ड ऐप नाउ। Having a toddler is 24/7 fielding, always ready to catch her or something she drops. Such mein, I love every minute of being a dad. It feels like I was born for this job.
सर हमारे स्टार्टअप का आइडिया बहुत ही बढ़िया है, लेकिन
আরে কারেকশনে একটু গন্ডগোল হয়েছে এখন ঠিক আছে প্রথম থেকে শুরু করে দিন একদম প্রথম থেকে
তোমার কাছেই ছিল খালি করে যাও
আমার কাছে তো নেই এই ওই স্লাইড চেঞ্জারটা কি আপনাদের কাছে
এর তলায় বোধহয় নাকি এই যে
Once again, good evening, everyone. We'll have the answers formally now. Some of you might have seen the preview of the answers while we are correcting. We have got our 6 finalists. We had 89 teams registered. Ultimately, I think around 80 turned up. So 160 people turned up on a Friday evening. We are grateful to each one of you. And we are now going to have the answers. We have our 6 finalists, which we would be letting you know soon after the answers. Celebrating resilience and healing hands, what recent activity of healthcare professionals did it commemorate? I dropped a hint about, think not too far behind, but what happened over the last few years. So any answers? Any answers? Most of you got it right. Yeah. He is still obeying the COVID-19 National Doctors' Day theme. Okay. Where in microbiology do you use the Kinnean method or the cold method? Many of you got it right, acid-fast bacilli. We gave points for acid-fast bacilli, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. We are lenient to give points also. The Zilnius stand, you have to use heat as mordant there. Here you don't need heat as a mordant. Okay, the word doctor is derived from docian, meaning a teacher, which word is derived from the Latin for physician. Medicine, from medicus, meaning physician. Selimia barracks became famous in the mid-19th century. Any answers from the house? Not cigarettes. Florence Nightingale, many of you got it right. Florence Nightingale, it was the hospital where she worked in during the Crimean War. Eggs are a highly varied group of small-seeded grasses. The answer was all around you. Millets. The answer was all around on your table, on the boards. Rene Gopil, only one answer to be taken. At least one team got it right, one or two teams got it right. Any answers from the house? From the teams which got it right, Akash or anyone? Patron saint of anesthesia or anesthesiologists. We couldn't give points for father of anesthesiology, which to me is Dr. Partho Sharathi Goswami. Little ulcer in Old French, a disease which doesn't take place too much this nowadays. Chancre in primary syphilis. Stephen D. Levitt and Stephen J. Dubner, Freakonomics, started off as a surgical antiseptic, now was used as a floor cleaner, gonorrhea cure, chronic halitosis. Most of you got it right, Listerine. Some of you wrote Lysol. Yeah, I don't know how Lysol will taste. I don't want to find it out also. Okay, BP instruments. Which instrument has a BP handle? Bart Parker handle, many of you wrote it correctly, surgical scalpels. And the movie which featured the song Laveria was Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman. Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman. Partho will run through 11 to 20 and give you the answers.
Thank you, Shobhadro. Moving on to question 11. So this is Siddharth Mukherjee, the writer, Pulitzer Prize winner, doctor. So this enzyme is pepsin. So the brand is Pepsodent, which contained pepsin when it was first manufactured in 1915. This is air ambulance. So hot air balloons were the first air ambulances. This is air ambulance. Okay. So
normally it is like choli.
This is arrhythmia. We are only giving points for arrhythmia, not palpitation. We are only giving points for arrhythmia. No. We are only giving points for arrhythmia. So this is hamstring. Okay. So X is ham, and the second part Y, which is the like shape of structure. So they are all, the tendons all shaped like strings. So hamstring. So this is coronavirus. Okay. So they all died laughing. Supposedly, they all died laughing. Okay, this video game genre is survival. These are all survival games. So I only needed the name of the drink, not the novel. That is Soma. We've also given point of Somras, of course. And the last one is Marmite. So those were the 20 answers. And now we will announce the names of the finalists.
So we have got our 6 finalists. Luckily, there wasn't a tie. Lot of teams clubbed up at 10. At least 6-7 teams clubbed up at 10. The cutoff was 11. And topping the prelims with 14 out of 20. Sorry, no, they didn't. 14.5 out of 20. Patent ductus arteriosus, a team comprised of Dr. Prithvish Sanigrahi and Dr. Dhrubajyoti Sen. Please take whichever.
You can choose.
You can choose the
whichever seat. Yeah, there will be infinite bounds, no pounds.
So A, B, C, D, E, F, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can choose your. We'll have an introduction, not the intro.
We'll use some other word.
Okay, coming second, a team which for strange reasons call itself Christopher Columbus, Dr. Ranjan Rai Chaudhary and Dr. Partho Goswami. Old foxes of the medicine world. We can have your intro, Parthoda, today. Yeah, no problem.
There are 6 teams. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There are 3 teams at 12. There are 3 teams at 12. The first one, a team from National Neurological Center plus Peerless, Dr. Prasad Krishnan and Chandramouli Bhattacharya. You can choose your seats. Also on 12, another team which calls itself HLA B27, Shamojit Ganguly and Utsav Thakur. A team which goes to the movies quite often, it seems. For whatever reason, they have named themselves Hi Barbie. Ujan Shen and Sijon Jana, also on 12. And the last team to qualify, last but not the least, past winners, Sidhu Jatha, Dr. Akash Roy and Dr. Shubhadeep Mondol. ঠিক আছে নো প্রবলেম ঠিক আছে হ্যাঁ ফার্স্ট হচ্ছে ক্রিস্টোফার কলম্বাস না রুস্টোফার কলম্বাস যেটা লিখেছিল ওই কলম্বাস আছে এই যে দেখতে পাচ্ছি এইটা ওটা বেসিক্যালি ক্রিস্টোফার হবে HLA B27 কারা ছিলি এই এটা একটু পাস করে দাও না ওদিকে HLA B27 এই HLA B27 টেক ইওর নেম ট্যাগ রাশিয়ান হয়ে গেছে তোমরা No Oppenheimers around. Barbie defeated Oppenheimer in the box office. Here also it seems amongst popularity, amongst quizzers, especially from the medical fraternity. Yeah. Acha, I would like to thank Chowman. They are giving away audience prizes. There are a lot of them. Hopefully, you will not get too many chances to answer, because if you get too many chances to answer the audience, it means our chances of getting brickbats from the stage increases exponentially. Thank you, Chairman, and all the sponsors, starting with Sunfeast, Farmlite, who are our event sponsor, platinum sponsor, Juventus, gold sponsors, SBI and Senco, prize sponsors, Chairman, once again. And we are supported by Amri Hospitals, IQCT Medical College and Hospital, Monipal Hospitals, Mercy Hospital, Narayan Memorial Hospital, Behala, Peerless Hospital, Ruby General Hospital, CESC, Calcutta Tea Traders Association, and Indorama. আচ্ছা এইখানে নামগুলো লিখে দিন একটু ওরা ইন্ট্রো দেবে আমি বলে দেবো জাস্ট টিমের নামটা আর কি সো টিম 1 can you introduce yourself if you want you can No, you are team 1. Yeah. Switch থাকার কথা দেখো কোন সুইচ অন এই সুইচ
Hello. Yeah, it is on. I am Dr. Partho Goswami. I work as a neuroanesthesiologist in Park Clinic, Kolkata.
I'm Dr. Ranjan Ray Chowdhury. I'm an ENT skull-based surgeon at the Park Clinic.
আপনি প্রথম টিমটার নাম না কিউ কলম্বাস করে দিন কুইজ কলম্বাস করে দিন কুইজ কলম্বাস
Hello, I am Dr. Shubhadeep Mandal and I am currently pursuing DM Neurology at Bangalore Institute of Neurosciences.
Good evening, I am Dr. Akash Roy. I am currently freelancing in general medicine in Calcutta.
Welcome.
Good evening, we are HLA B27. I am Utsav Thakur, final year student of MCK.
I am Shamojit Ganguly, intern MCK.
HLA B27, welcome.
I am Dhrubajyoti Sen. I am currently working as a house staff at critical care unit is MCK.
I am Prithvish Sanigrai. I am working as a house staff just like him at CCU Department of Medical College, Kolkata.
Welcome, both of you. Doctors.
I am Srijan. I am a third year med student from Jagannath Gupta Institute of Medical Science.
Okay, welcome, Srijan.
I am Ujan. I am an intern at Jagannath Gupta Institute of Medical Science.
I'm Dr. Chandramouli Bhattacharya. I'm a physician at Peerless Hospital.
I'm Prasad Krishnan. I'm a neurosurgeon at National Neurosciences Center.
Welcome, everyone. Number 4 is PDA. Just PDA लिखे रहा. PDA. Number 5 होचे high Barbie. Number 6 peerless NNC. PDA में पेटेंट डक्टर सार्टोरियस ओके दिए बानानटा लेखाता होगे এখন আর কি and I have to recollect the spelling also. It's a double-edged sword. Better to write PDA. It's not a FSW word, but anyway. Okay, so we have Quizzer Columbus. Let's call you Quizzer Columbus. Yeah, Quizzer Columbus, Shidhu Jata, HLA B27, PDA, not public display of affection, but patent ductus arteriosus, high Barbie, and NNC are plus peerless. Subtle mix of the sublime and hopefully not the reticulus. We'll start our quiz. The cardinal first step to start a quiz is that you must have the set. Otherwise, we are starting at 7. We hope to end by 8, and there's a, if I am not mistaken, there's a dinner after that, I guess, for every one of you. So besides the lovely audience prizes, courtesy Chowman, we have a dinner sponsored by the Bengal Chamber of Commerce. Very magnanimous of them, I would say, for everyone. So we have got the set, we have got the clicker, now we can start the quiz. ফ্ল্যাট স্কোরিং হবে আমি বলে দেবো আপনাকে কাকে কত পয়েন্ট দিতে হবে I have already thanked the sponsors. Once again, I would take this opportunity to thank all our sponsors. Without the help of sponsors, a quiz of such a scale cannot take place. We are in our 14th edition. Hopefully the quiz would last till its 140th edition. I would be not there. I won't like to be there. ওকে পয়েন্ট বলে দিতে হবে বলে দেবো rules 24 questions in the final, so roughly you can say 4 rounds, infinite bounds and no pounds. I guess everyone here is now aware of the term infinite bounds, at least most of you are. What we do is, earlier conventionally we used to ask a question to team A. Team A is unable to answer, it passes on to team B. Team B answers. So what happens? in conventional quizzing, the next question, team B gets another question. But here, we use the bounces. It has been statistically proved to rule out biases. Don't ask me for papers, I don't have them. I just believe it does. So here if team B answers the question correctly, the first question, instead of team B getting the second question, team C, the team which sits beside them during the quiz, would be getting the next question. There are no negative points. There is nothing called pounds here. Since it's not there, I will not explain. 10 points per question. Any half points would be explained by the QM. And it will be a quizmaster's decision. In case of tie, prelim score will be used as tiebreaker. In case of tie, prelim scores will be used as tiebreaker. Please keep those 6 papers aside. Yeah. Because they might be required till the end of the quiz. Okay, another slide which I used to give. If the quizmasters say the sun rises in the west, for the next hour or so, it will rise in the west. So first 6 questions, I will run them. Starting off from Quizzer Columbus. Simple question, connect these 2 visuals. You cannot get much more simpler questions.
Madras Eye, Joy Bangla, conjunctivitis.
Madras Eye, Joy Bangla, conjunctivitis. Started off with a dolly to team 1, 10 points. Yeah. So, following the rules of bounds and both conventional quizzing, we get team B getting the next question, Sidhu data. Okay. What for the first time was demonstrated on the Hispanic girl in red in California in mid-70s when she was a neonate? If no teams are blocking, I can drop a hint. I can give a name of the girl. If it helps, it will help if we give the name of the girl. And there are teams here who are dealt with it in the last few years. There are teams who have dealt with it during the last few years. Something was demonstrated on her. Should I give the name? She was called Baby Esperanza. She was called, I think someone got the answer in the audience. Please don't. Baby Esperanza, something was demonstrated on her in the mid-70s when she was a neonate. She was suffering from something, the name of which I cannot give because then it would be a giveaway. But Baby Esperanza is very, very famous. Yeah, I said something about the last few years. I did say something about the last few years, and I know here at least 4 or 5 people who are in the midst of it in 2020, 2021. Something was demonstrated on her for the first time in the mid-70s.
Okay, we are saying ECMO.
And you are getting 10 points. Baby Esperanza, ECMO was demonstrated on her in 1970s in California. It was first demonstrated in 72, but it gained popularity after Baby Esperanza survived respiratory distress syndrome, courtesy ECMO. Okay. Question to team 3, Winston Churchill, who drops in almost every quiz. Not that I idolize him, but he is very quiz-worthy. So what did Winston Churchill refer to as his black dog? And of course not the whiskey. It's not the whiskey. He preferred single malts, I guess. Team 3, HLA B27. Any answers?
I am taking a guess. This is probably Alexander Fleming.
No, not Alexander Fleming.
The Bengal famine.
Not the Bengal famine. Team 5, High Barbie. Team 6 has the answer, it seems.
No, pass.
Depression.
Depression is the answer. Team 6, 10 points. Fearless and NNC. Winston Churchill used to suffer from depression throughout his life. One of his famous sayings is, if you are going through hell, keep going. And as an article from the New Yorker says, not so much blood, sweat or tears as fits of manic depression save the empire from destruction. So depression, lovely answer by NNC plus Fearless. And next question moves to Team A, Quizzer Columbus. Okay, identify this general practitioner, the only Jewish person to captain a country in Test cricket. Quite famous. He is quite famous in India also. He became very famous in India when we were growing up. So identify this general practitioner, a classical right-hand bat, the only Jewish person to captain a country in Test cricket. I guess he played 4 tests and captained 2 out of them. That itself is a hint. He played 4 tests and captained 2 out of them. Team A surprisingly passing. Team B, I hope, has the answer.
Ali Bakhar.
Dr. Ali Bakhar. That was a hint. He played only 4 tests. South Africa, the last series against Australia, he was the captain in 69-70 before the apartheid. Okay. That was Dr. Ali Bakhar. Some of you might recognize him now. Question goes to Team HLA B27. So we all give rounds. Whatever might be our stream of specialization, we all have to give rounds. So why are rounds called rounds? And that is a photo which might help you. That is the photo which might help you. Why are rounds called rounds? HLA B27. Why are not they called squares? Why are not they called walkthroughs? Maybe catwalks. At least government hospitals used to have lots of cats back then. Now they have improved. So why are rounds called rounds?
The beds were circumferentially arranged in the hospitals of those days.
Can you improve your answer?
Wards were more or less circular, and the beds were arranged along the radius. So people used to like circle the ward, give a round.
Can you give a proper noun? Or we might come back to you. If you can't give a proper noun right now, we might come back to you if the others fail to give the same proper noun I am looking for. Team Patent Dr. Sartorius.
This term originated during Osler's time when in the tower the beds were arranged in a circular fashion, and so when they had to go from patient to patient, they had to climb the tower and move circumferentially in a manner.
Basically, can you expand your answer a bit? I got one proper noun. I need another proper noun. Man has to do something somewhere. So where did Osler used to give his rounds? Where did Osler used to give his rounds? That visual will help you. That's a current photo of that institution. We might come back to you. We'll certainly come back to you if you don't get a better answer. Team Hi Barbie, bolo.
The Tower of Westminster.
Not Tower of Westminster. Osler was across the pond.
So William Osler যখন রাউন্ড দিতে যেত জন হপকিন্স এর রাউন্ড দিতে যেত
and then you get your full 10 points. Johns Hopkins was the place I was looking for. William Osler. The main ward was arranged in the form of a dome. A dome was there. It was a circular area surrounded by octagonal wards. So Johns Hopkins was what I wanted. So 10 points to Hi Barbie. Next question to NNC plus Peerless. Last question of my first round. Dr. George Nikopoulos, that guy, a celebrity doctor from Memphis.
He lost his license because he was giving propofol to Michael Jackson.
You jumped the gun, sir. I was about to hint that Memphis is very important.
Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley.
I cannot give, you have already given one answer. I am not taking any answer from you. So it moves on to Christopher Columbus. He lost his license to practice medicine in Tennessee initially for 3 months in 1980 and permanently in 1995. In 1981, he also faced 11 counts of felony. So why did Dr. Nick, as he was popularly called, lose his license? We pass on. They have already given one answer.
So he was the doctor who was brought in to see Elvis when he was charged with overdosing Elvis with prescription drugs, and that's why he died.
Yeah, that gives you your full 10 points. Rule of quizzing, please do not add an answer because I can't give the points to you. So they get the 10 points. Christopher Columbus, he was the doctor who pumped Elvis with prescription drugs. It is said when Elvis died, 12,000 strips of medicine was found on him. 12,000 strips of medicine. Over the years, he was supplied with all kinds of prescription drugs, narcotics. So Dr. Nick, the king and Dr. Nick, with that I end my first 6 questions. Now Partho will take you forward with his 2 rounds. We'll have the scores. Team Quiz Columbus is on 20, Shidhu Jata 20, HLA 27 yet to score their account, open their account. Same fortune awaits PDA. Hi Barbie is on 10, NNC plus Peerless is on 10.
Thank you, Shobhadra. Good evening again, everyone. So we will continue in the same way for the next 6 questions, and at the midway we will change directions. So question will go to Shidhu Jata. Okay, let's go. So we've already had the scores. Okay. Yeah. So in humans, vas major from ancient Greek from muscles of the loins is a long fusiform muscle located in the lateral lumbar region between the vertebral column and the brim of the lesser pelvis. What is its delectable equivalent known as in quadrupeds? Shidhu Jata. Delectable?
So this is tenderloin.
Absolutely, bang on. Plus 10, this is the tenderloin. So plus 10 to Shidhu Jata. Moving on to HLAB 27 with the next question. Okay. So there are 2 parts to the question, 5 and 5. Okay. In 1840s, the X movement had gained momentum in the US and was heavily influencing social habits and the choice of beverages. Partygoers, however, were still looking for some fun from alternate sources. They discovered a substitute vice in Y, which produced euphoria when inhaled in small doses, and it was soon found stupor and complete insensitivity in larger doses. Parties called Y frolics became a popular pastime, catching the attention of prominent chemist Charles T. Jackson of Boston. So when a certain dentist, William Morton, came calling for help with a demonstration at the Massachusetts General Hospital, he suggested the use of Y. The rest, as they say, is history. Identify X, the movement, and Y, the alternate source of entertainment when X I need a particular term, I won't be accepting any alternates because in that timeline, that was the term being used.
The substance is chloroform,
Okay.
and the movement is the know-nothing movement of the 1840s.
Know nothing and chloroform. Patent ductus arteriosus.
The movement is Puritan movement, and
What movement? Puritan.
and Y is ether.
Y is ether. Hi Barbie.
We'll say the movement is the prohibition era.
Okay.
Prohibition movement and
Y is ether.
Y is ether. NNC and PLS.
It's an ether.
Abstinence and ether. Okay. Christopher of Columbus.
I think it's the temperance movement, and it's nitrous oxide, N2O.
Okay. Okay. Shidhu Jata.
The temperance movement and cocaine.
Okay. Okay. So I've got both parts, but nobody has given both the correct answers together. Who first said the answers are? Acha, audience. Temperance and ether, right? So, what's your name, please? Shubhaditya gets audience prize. It is indeed temperance movement. And एक second. What? So temperance and ether. Who are the team? Patent ductus arteriosus get 5 for ether, and Christopher of Columbus get 5 for temperance movement. Okay, sorted. And the question will go again to Shidhu Jata. So, okay. So in this Golden Bear nominated thriller, I missed out on that. Golden Bear nominated thriller directed by Steven Soderbergh, Emily Taylor's psychiatrist prescribes her a new antidepressant, Ablixa. Taylor then experiences unwanted sleepwalking episodes. Have highlighted that because that might lead you to the answer, which culminate in her stabbing her financier husband to death. Initially titled Bitter Pill, what was the more appropriate two-word title? The film was ultimately released as. Let us watch the trailer in the next slide. Audio ta chalu ache?
I loved everything about him. His hands, and the way he smelled. He swept me off my feet.
So what happened?
To a lot of people, you say insider trading. It may as well be murder.
Let's get out of here before they change their mind. I'm gonna put you on some medication. We'll get you through this.
She looks amazing.
She's doing well.
He's made me sick to my stomach.
We'll find something else. I can get us back to where we were, Em. I promise. I can make that happen.
Okay, baby.
So you're feeling better?
Yeah, much better.
911, what's your emergency? I need help. Someone's been murdered.
No sign of forced entry. Nobody else on the building security camera. She made the 911 call herself. Where's her lawyer?
She doesn't have one. Just kept talking about you.
Harriet! Do you know that your husband is treating Emily Taylor?
I saw her 4 years ago. I'll be happy to see her have a different kind of
Pause for the next
experience.
two.
Em, what is going on?
Somebody else did it.
Yeah. So let us go back to the. Can we? Oh, wait. Okay. The question simply means that this is a movie directed by Steven Soderbergh, where the wife is accused of murdering the husband. Okay, due to this unwanted effects of the drug Ablixa. So, what is the name? Simply, what is the name of the movie? 2 words. It's a 2-word answer. Initially, it was titled Bitter Pill. It was later changed. No, I mean, there's a little bit of problem. The clicker might go to the answer. I'd rather not. There's nothing else in the question.
Dreamwalker.
Not dreamwalk.
The Somnambulist.
Pardon?
The Somnambulist.
No.
Lady Macbeth.
No. It is side effects. It is side effects. Plus 10 to hi Barbie. Hi. And plus 10 to team 5 then. And it is in this side effects. Question now to NNC and PLS. What's happened to the clicker here? Okay. In Rudyard Kipling's Rewards and Fairies, two children, Dan and Una, encounter past inhabitants of England. In the short section, Marlek Witches, set during the Napoleonic Wars, Una meets a consumptive young lady who speaks of being treated by a French doctor, a prisoner on parole called X. This prisoner and musician used to make his own musical instruments and discusses with the local herbalist the use of one of them to aid in diagnosis and treatment, much to the distrust of the local doctor. Who is this X who the lady helped save her life? So in this book, Rudyard Kipling introduces many real-life characters, and these children go and meet them. But the biographies might be a little bit fictionalized, but still it's very workoutable from whatever is given there. This prisoner, musician who treated him, makes his own musical instruments. Louis Pasteur? No, I pass on.
René Laennec.
René Laennec, who used to make his own trumpets
And
from
then
the stethoscope. Bang on, plus 10 to team 1. So, very good answer there. This is indeed René Laennec, the inventor of stethoscope. Going to the next question, Shidhu Jata. Okay. So, whose name is blanked out in the list of retracted and withdrawn articles from peer-reviewed journals? That's for 5. And some of these articles claimed a connection between two things, X and Y, giving unnecessary momentum to a dangerous movement. Identify X and Y. So X and Y together give you 5, and the name of the person gives you 5. So one withdrawn article from 2009 is delayed acquisition of neonatal reflexes in newborn primates receiving a thimerosal containing hepatitis B vaccine, influence of gestational age and birth weight. In the Neurotoxicology Journal. Again retracted in September 2000, enterocolitis in children with the developmental disorders. Then again in 2010, retracted enterocolitis in children with developmental disorders, the American Journal of Gastroenterology. And the last one is probably the most controversial and the most well-known of them. Ileal lymphoid nodular hyperplasia, non-specific colitis, and pervasive developmental disorder in children in the Lancet. The last one made the biggest news. It was also retracted. Whose name is blanked out? And I'll give another hint. His name has also been blanked out from the medical registers. So 5 for that and 5 if you give me what 2-3 things he fraudulently connected. Shidhu Jata. Shidhu Jata, an answer please.
So for the person we are guessing, this is Deepak Chopra.
Okay.
And for X and Y, we would say
quickly please.
So acquiring diarrhea, colitis in children and feeding them antibiotics or as in allopathic medicines.
Okay, okay. HLA-B 27.
So connection between X and Y is probably giving some vaccines and adverse effects.
vaccine causes autism?
Adverse effects following the immunization and person we.
I need specific answers, specific entities.
X is vaccine and Y is autism, and yet another.
Naam
And the first part we are passing.
Do you want to specify anything else in the X and Y?
Newborn vaccination causing autism.
Yes, patent Dr. Sartirosus.
The association is between vaccines and pervasive mental disorders in children, which is the group autism spectrum falls in, and doctors.
I need specific answers for the second part, not vague ones.
We would say the second part, X and Y, is hepatitis B vaccines and autism. And the first part is Deepak Chopra.
Okay. NNC and PLS?
X and Y, MMR vaccine and autism. First part I don't know.
Okay. Same answer. Audience, anybody? Yeah.
Darrell, hold on. Hey, Partho, for the first one, I think is he Alan Smith? I can't remember. He's the neonatologist.
Okay, Andrew Wakefield, and the connection is MMR vaccine causing colitis in children and autism.
Full 10. Very good answer. Very good answer. And not 10, but audience prize. Very good answer. So that is indeed the answer. So he started this whole myth of MMR vaccine and autism, which is like fueled anti-vax movement. So 5 points for getting MMR vaccine and autism for NNC and PLS. 5 points. Now he's become a celeb of the anti-vax movement, obviously. So moving on, last question of the second round to Christoph Columbus.
Sorry. Andrew Wakefield. Shit.
So in the short story From Beyond by H.P. Lovecraft, a scientist creates an electronic device that emits a resonance wave which stimulates an affected person's X, thereby allowing him to perceive planes of existence outside the scope of accepted reality, a translucent alien environment that overlaps our own recognized reality, regular H.P. Lovecraft stuff. René Descartes considered X to be the principal seat of the soul and the place in which all our thoughts are formed. The controversial 19th century mystic and author Y, who co-founded something in New York City in 1875 and was championed by supporters as an enlightened sage and derided as a charlatan by critics, identified X with the Hindu concept of the third eye, or the Ajna Chakra, an association still popular today. Identify X and Y. X is a structure in the human body. Y is this person. Quite well known in India, spent quite a bit of time in India, I think. At least she says so.
New York City. What was that society in India? Theosophical. Who was the man? Who was the man? The sage. Who was the Theosophical Society? Manta. Okay. X is the pineal gland. Why? Why? I won't give hints because then they'll find. I can't remember. I use Colonel something.
You're passing on Y? Yeah. Quickly, if you want to say something. Okay, pass.
Why is X is the pineal?
Okay. Shidhu Jata.
Pineal gland is correct, and for the second part, we will say Harvard, of Harvard University.
Okay. HLAB 27.
Pineal gland and passing on the thing.
Okay. Patent Dr. Sartirosus. Okay. Hi, Barbie.
We'll go on a different track. We'll say umbilicus, and we'll say Meher Baba.
Okay. NNC and
Point specify whether it was a he or a she.
I didn't.
No. I'd like to go with Jerkef as the sage and pineal gland.
Okay. Audience. Yeah, wait. Yes. Madam Blavatsky of the Theosophic Society is why. I don't know why everybody except you went for Guy, and pineal gland is right. So, +5 to Christoph Columbus. Nobody else gets anything. Scorer? +5 to team 1. So, we'll have a look at the score now. So, okay. So, leading the quiz at this point is Christoph Columbus with 40. Shidu Jata is not too far behind at 30. Hi Barbie is on 20. NNC plus Peerless is 15. Patent Ductus Arteriosus is 5. HLA 27 will soon score. Okay, so this time we will start the next 12 questions from NNC plus Peerless, and we will go the other way around. I hope the clicker still works. Okay. So, laws can play an important role in public health. True to its state motto, the motto is live free or die. New Hampshire is the only US state where which usually ubiquitous health and safety regulation is not made compulsory by law. In India, it's required by law, but I don't think it's strictly enforced. It's a health and safety regulation. You can also say it's a safety regulation by not obeying which health hazards are brought on. Live free or die, that might be a clue.
Wearing seat belts when you're driving.
Very well worked out. +10. Indeed, wearing a seat belt, it's the only state where it is not compulsory by law. +10 to NNC plus Peerless. Okay. Hi Barbie, question to you. Okay. So the song Baby Shark, popularized by the production company Pink Fong, is gaining traction as a replacement for which appropriately named 1977 song for a certain purpose, with advocates saying that the song can also help teach and popularize something in children. Okay. 1977 song has close to 104 beats per minute, and Baby Shark has around 115. Both fall within the recommended range of 100 to 120 for the purpose. With over 13 billion views, this earworm, that Baby Shark, is currently on one of the most viewed YouTube videos of all time. So, which song and what purpose? Yeah.
Staying Alive by the Bee Gees and CPR er beater yeta. Mane oi rhythm e
Just comprehension. I'll give it to you. 10 points to you. Very well answered. So, Staying Alive was one of the songs used to give the number of chest compressions per minute is during CPR. They are saying that Baby Shark can help it teach to children also. 10 points to Hi Barbie. Patent Ductus Arteriosus. Here's yours. Okay.
Back.
Yeah, thankfully. Okay. In 2016, Patty Riss, a 87-year-old resident of Dupree House, an assisted living facility in Cincinnati, had swallowed a piece of meat and was struggling to breathe. Perry Gaines, an employee, was rushing to help her when he saw fellow Dupree House inmate X had taken charge and was helping her already. X successfully dislodged the meat from Marissa's airway. X told the Guardian, for the first time there was someone sitting right next to me was about to die, requiring him for the first time to do something in a real world scenario. Identify X. Very workoutable. Yes. Patent Ductus Arteriosus. Need an answer now?
believe this is Hugh Laurie who played House.
Hugh Laurie was 96 years old then. Okay, HLA B27, grab your 10 now.
Is this Heimlich?
That is Heimlich, indeed. This is Heimlich performing the Heimlich maneuver supposedly for the first time. So there are many. 2016, he died a few months. So, very good 10 points for HLA B27 to get off the mark. Now, Shidhu Jata, your. In March 1902, 19 Indian villagers from Malkowal in Punjab, inoculated from a single bottle of plague vaccine, died of tetanus. The British Indian government found that, that improper sterilization was the cause and held X, the then director of the plague laboratory in Bombay, responsible. He was relieved of his position and returned to England in disgrace. The Lister Institute later overruled the verdict. It was discovered that an assistant had used a dirty bottle cap without sterilizing it. In July 1907, a letter published in the Times, London, called the case against X distinctly disproven. It was signed by Ronald Ross and other distinguished medical dignitaries. It led to X's acquittal, and he returned to India to work for many more years and leave a lasting legacy. Identify X.
Waldemar Hafkin.
Plus 10. This is indeed Waldemar Hafkin. And what was this affair called in for audience? What was this affair called? As a hint to, or as a hat tip to his ethnicity. So he was a Russian Jew. Yeah. No. So this was called the Little Dreyfus affair. So next question goes to Gustav of Columbus. In 2021, X's article in The Guardian about hormone-disrupting chemicals such as PFAs eroding human fertility at an alarming rate is credited with starting conversations in activist and government circles about the need to regulate these chemicals better. Identify X, who also works as a consultant for the New York law firm Witz and Luxembourg and worked in the lawsuit against Whitman Corporation for chromium contamination in Willits, California, which was settled for $335 million USD. A screenshot from the article is on the next slide. Yeah. You can read the screenshot from the article if it helps. Yeah, we'll go back to the question. Here's the question. Additional hint I'll give you, I think the world in general came to know of this person around 2000. The second paragraph gives you an idea of the kind of thing this person became world famous for. Christoph, an answer now? Passing? Yes. NNC? Bolo. Pass. Yes. Hi, Barbie.
We'll say Mr. Kardashian.
Mr. Kardashian, okay. Yes, patent doctor's arteriosus.
Erin Brockovich.
Brilliant answer. This is indeed Erin Brockovich. That's a very good answer. Plus 10 to patent doctor's arteriosus. So that's her article in The Guardian. Of course, in 2000, a movie came out and we all came to know about her. The last question from my part, then Shobhat will be finishing the quiz with the last 6. Thank you BCCI for giving me the opportunity to host this quiz again. Thanks to all the sponsors and thanks for everybody for turning up to make this successful. Let us go with the last question. And before the last question, I'll read the scores again. Quiz Columbus is 40, but Shidhu Jata have now caught up on 40. Hi Barbie have also gained to 30. NNC and Peerless are also close at 25. PDA at 15. And HLAB 27 at 10. So it's a very open quiz. 3-4 teams are very much in the race. Others are not too far behind. So, question to HLAB 27. Here goes. Okay. So, Malcolm Perry was a surgeon for just 2 months at Parkland Medical Center in the early 1960s when he had to handle 3 patients of firearm wounds within a period of 2 days. First, X, who died only 22 minutes after arrival at the hospital, on whom he performed a tracheotomy. Right after that, he attended John Connolly, who was the only one of the 3 who survived. Lastly, 2 days later, he fought for a long time to save the life of Y, but the patient's arterial hemorrhages in the abdomen proved fatal. He went on to say that these 2 days and the attention he came under took a big mental toll on him for years afterwards. Identify X and Y.
Our date, right? So the first one, tracheotomy, is Lee Harvey Oswald, and the next one is John F. Kennedy.
Okay, Shidhu Jata?
They said the opposite order. The first guy is John F. Kennedy, and second guy is Lee Harvey Oswald.
Of course. How did you miss? Indeed, the first guy is JFK. So Lee Harvey Oswald was shot in the abdomen in that famous photo. So these are the 2. John Connolly was the governor who survived. So that's it from my side. Now Shobhadro will finish the last 6. Thank you.
Thank you, Partho. Excellent questions and excellent answering by all the teams. That Erin Brockovich answer was the answer of the day. So Shidhu Jata has just taken a lead. Quiz Columbus not too far behind. Question number 19. Okay, a precursor, we are talking about something. Let's say X or A or whatever. X is my favorite letter in the alphabet, it seems. A precursor to it called Bankin U was developed in 1870s in Rangoon, Burma during the British colonial era by the practicing Chinese herbalist Aw Shu Kin, who set up a family business named Eng On Tong, Hall of Everlasting Peace. On his deathbed in 1908, he asked his sons, Aw Bun Ho and Aw Bun Par, to perfect the product. In 1918, the product was renamed X in order to gain broader appeal. By 1918, the Aw family had become one of the wealthiest families in Rangoon, and by the 20s, the brothers had turned Eng On Tong into a very successful business empire. They started hotels, brought newspapers out, everything. So identify X. Question 2, Quizzer Columbus. We have lots of names which might remind you of mainland China. So what is X?
The only thing we can think of is ginseng.
Not ginseng, much more popular. It is, ginseng is quite popular. Huh? Not opium. Not opium.
Green tea?
Not green tea.
MSG?
Not MSG. Monosodium glutamate, not Ajinomoto.
Taking a wild guess, oolong tea.
Not oolong tea.
Okay. Taking a even more wild guess, tiger balm.
Tiger balm is the answer I am looking for. Tiger balm. It's tiger balm. Tiger balm is available in at least made by 10 different companies in 60 different countries, but this is the original tiger balm, the most famous one. So 10 points to Shidhu Jata. With that, they race forward to 60. It seems they are running away with the quiz. And Quiz Columbus gets the benefit again of sitting by them. Okay. Okay, this has gone to the right team. We have heard of doctors becoming famous in other fields. Now identify this famous nurse from the Wikipedia entry. Let's call him not XY but AB. AB Jr., 1819 to 1892, was an American poet, essayist and journalist. Considered one of the most influential poets in American history, AB incorporated both transcendentalism and realism in writings. AB produced several controversial works, particularly the 1855 poetry collection, Leaves of Grass, which was described by some as obscene for its overt sensuality. Leaves of Grass is a giveaway.
Taito. Walt Whitman.
Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman is the answer. So another 10 points to Quiz Columbus. He was a nurse in the Civil War during the 1860s. Question 2, NNC plus Peerless. Okay, this one is again a fairly easy one. This person was born on Friday, 10th November 1967. So as of now, she is, I'll say it's a she, it's 56. In Mumbai, she was raised at Vulabai Desai Road. Her zodiac sign is Scorpio, if it helps you. She completed her schooling at the Bombay International School. Then she pursued further studies at the St. Xavier's College, Mumbai. She completed her MBBS and MD Pediatrics from the Grant Government Medical College, Mumbai. She was good in studies and was a gold medalist of her college. However, how is she more famous? How is she more famous?
Mrs. Universe. Mrs. Universe.
Not Mrs. Universe. Not Mrs. Universe. I am hearing the answer from the audience, please. Hi, Barbie. Any answers you have? Pass. PDA? PDA? I will pass you then and move to HLA B27. HLA B27, any answers? A 55-year-old doctor from Mumbai. Any answers? How is she more famous? Now we are passing to Shidhu Jata.
Anjali Tendulkar.
Anjali Tendulkar, of course. Who else? Okay, another 10 points by Shidhu Jata. They are running away with the quiz now. Very few remember that she is a gold medalist winning doctor from Grant's Medical College, a pediatrician. And, okay, this has again gone to the right team, I guess. You have to identify a textbook which was first published in 1897. There are two hints here. One is that gaunty looking person, and in the preface of the book, you find this poem, from inability to let well alone, from too much zeal for the new and contempt for what is old, from putting knowledge before wisdom, science before art, and cleverness before common sense, from treating patients as cases, and from making the cure of the disease more grievous than the endurance of the same. Good Lord, deliver us. So, just give me the name of the textbook.
That's Hutchison's Clinical Methods.
That's Hutchison's Clinical Methods. So, neck and neck fight between Shidhu Jata and Quizzer Columbus. That's indeed Robert Hutchison. And Hutchison's Clinical Methods. Yeah, so I think I have two more questions. Anyway. So, Shidhu Jata is at 70, neck and neck fight with Quizzer Columbus, who are at 60. High Barbie has fallen behind. 30, NNC and Peerless can still come third. They are at 25. PDA with 15 and HLA B27 with 10 round up the scores. Next question goes to NNC plus Peerless. Here is your chance to pick up 10 points and maybe come third. Okay. XY was honored in 2006 for their contribution to multiple sclerosis research. When the best-selling author, XY is an author, is an author, who received a Doctor of Laws from Aberdeen University in a ceremony at Marischal College. The person's books have sold more than 300 million copies worldwide. That's a huge number, 300 million copies. And was then the president of the MS Society, Scotland. XY's mother, Anne, died of MS at the age of 45 in 1990, and she has given her backing to research into the causes of the disease which affect the central nervous system. This includes a substantial donation to Aberdeen University's Institute of Medical Sciences. So identify XY. Basically, someone who has sold 300 million books, whose mother died of multiple sclerosis and got a doctorate degree because of her services towards the Multiple Sclerosis Society in Scotland. Can you come again with the answer? You are sure with the answer?
But it doesn't have to be a doctor, right? So it can be
You
J.K.
don't
Rowling.
have to be a doctor, and you have got your 10 points. And you move on to the third position now. J.K. Rowling, Joan Catherine Rowling. And now we move on to the last question of the finals. Before giving the last question, I'd like to thank once again our sponsors. Of course, Sunfeast, Juventus, SBI, Senco, Chowman, Amri, IQ City, Manipal, Mercy Hospitals, Narayan Memorial, Peerless, Ruby, CSC, Calcutta Tea Traders Association, and Indorama. And of course, no word is enough to thank Shorbani and her team. A scorer, your name please.
Vikramjit.
Vikramjit, thanks for excellent scorekeeping. One more audience prize. Yeah. Think I will see, we'll ask something. Okay, you can see an actress there. We are going to play a song. So the question I am asking is not identify the actress. That's of course Sophia Loren. Now, if anyone can answer me within 5 seconds, that saves the time from Googling. For which movie did she receive the Oscar award for Best Actress in 1960? A movie which was made from a famous novel by Alberto Moravia. If anyone can give that name. Audience. But if anyone from the stage can answer, we can, of course. Not to Catch a Thief. Not Guns of Navarone. The answer is Two Women. The answer is Two Women. Our audience question চাই কি? Google করে ফেলছে আসলে. Can you play this music, please?
Oh, doctor, I'm in trouble. For every time a certain man is standing next to me, a flash comes to my face and my pulse begins to race. It goes boom, boody, boom, boody, boom, boody, boom, boody, boom, boody, boom, boody, boom, 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 boody, boom, boody, boom, boody, boom.
So question 2, Hi Barbie, just identify the movie in which this classic song was featured, sung by Peter Sellers and Sophia Loren. What are any audience question? Oh, acha. No. Huh? That was the audience question. That was a sort of Google proof or audience question. Too much Google proof. So the movie from which this classic song was taken.
7-year-old itch.
Not the 7-year-old itch. Not Dr. Zhivago. It's a good guess though, but not the correct one. Dr. Zhivago. Yeah. Not Magnolia.
Yesterday, today, tomorrow.
Not yesterday, today, tomorrow. Not Dr. Doolittle, NNC and Peerless. So the last question comes back to me, but we have two answers here. So, not Dr. Zhivago. The Millionaires is the answer we are looking for. Did you have the answer, correct answer? Oh. No. The song is Goodness Gracious Me. Millionaires. So we end up fulfilling Shorvani's idea of having an audience prize. The last question unfortunately came back to me. That's of course the Millionaires. Thank you everyone. Now I think the scores are pretty obvious. Shidhu Jata with 70 points have won the quiz. Did you win it last time? You came second last time. So Shobura Meow Fele. And coming second with 60 points, the team of Wild Foxes, Quizzer Columbus. And with that lovely answer of J.K. Rowling from Dr. Prasad Krishnan, NNC and Peerless come third with 35 points. Close behind High Barbie 30, PDA 15 and HLAB 27 10. Thank you everyone. I hope you liked it. Big bats, bouquets, whatever, we will be taking it upstairs when you go for the dinner.
Thank you for joining us today. I request you to please wait for the prize distribution ceremony. I request colleagues from Bengal Chamber to please present Chowman vouchers to 4th, 5th and 6th position.
Everyone please wait a bit. We have the prize distribution, please wait a bit.
4th, 5th and 6th. 4th, 5th and 6th.
Coming fourth, High Barbie, the team from Jagannath Gupta. Coming fifth, the team from Medical College, Patent Doctors Arteriosus. And HLF B27 came sixth. First, second, third.
I request Mr. Saurav Sundars, manager banking from SBI, to please present the third prize, and also the assistant general manager from SBI. Second. Second. Stage third prize কি আছে? I request the second winner team from NMC and Peerless to please come forward. লাইটটা পড়েছে, এটা বন্ধ করে দাও। ট্রফিতে দে। এটা দিতে হবে না, দিলি কেন? ওটা দিস না, ছেড়ে দে। ছেড়ে দে, যা দিয়েছিস সবাইকে তাহলে একটা করে দিস, ছেড়ে দে। I now request Dr. Professor Krishnangshu Ray, Medical Director from Peerless Hospital, and Dr. Arnab Gupta, Medical Director from Swaraj Gupta Cancer Hospital, the member of Health Committee, to please be on the dais to present the prizes for the first runner-up. Team Quiz Columbus, please. I request Ms. Shoma Mitra Mukherjee, Director from Bengal Chamber, Ms. Angana Guharai Chaudhary, Assistant Director from the Bengal Chamber, and our Director General, Mr. Shubhadeep Ghosh, to please come on the dais to present the prizes to the winners. Team from Shidhu Jata. I request the quiz masters also to please join. I request the quiz masters also to please join. And also to please present mementos to our quiz masters, Dr. Shobhadra Chakraborty and Dr. Partho Sharathi Ghatak. I request all the 6 teams to please be on the dais for a photo shoot, please. The winners. And also the quiz masters, please be on the dais for a photo shoot.
ডক্টর রঞ্জন আসি না আমাদের নামটা তো ছিল টিমের টিভি নাম হচ্ছে আচ্ছা ক্রিস্টোফার কলম্বাস কি চাই ক্রিস্টোফার কলম্বাস QUIZ আসছি তো
Request all to please join for dinner at the Bengal Lounge upstairs at the 3rd level.